Hey guys, this is Backlog Gaming back with another anime recap. Today we are going to be covering Gate Episode 2. Now, in this anime, last time we were left off, it was Yoji. He is headed into what we know as the Gate. He's going to the other side. We're going to see what's going on the other side and really finally get to explore that world. I say finally because I've been so excited that it's taking a while. It's only one episode, but man, I really, really wanted to see this anime continue. This and Gamescom are probably the two most animes I'm most excited about this season behind Dragon Ball Super. So going forward, he makes it to the other side of the gate. They do find that they have an established point of contact on that other side of that gate to where they are battling forces day in, day out. From the opposing force, the fantasy realm is sending, the same type of enemies they sent before. I don't know if these are like their foot soldiers or what they are, if it's their actual military, since it is animal based or demon based or just oddly based. It's not humans. I don't know. So from there, we actually get to see kind of like the government of this place, the kingdom per se, of what's going on, and we actually get to see the king, who is in this episode. Great guy, let me tell you. Just sends his armies off to the slaughterhouse, pretty much. And the way he's doing is that they suffered a bunch of losses in the initial attack, that they are actually weakened. So this individual reaches out to the other countries to try and gain support to battle this foreign presence that he obviously created. It's his fucking fault. And he's just basically like, hey, I need you guys to help me. The reason he does this, though, the underlying reason he does this is because he doesn't want to be invaded and taken over by these other countries. Their armies, because they're more powerful than his now. So he essentially drags them into a war that they don't need to be in. That's his fault. And he's going to send their armies off to the slaughter to even out the numbers of the kingdom, so he's not threatened to be taken over. I find that fucking ridiculous. Funny, but fucking ridiculous. So from there, we have Yoji. He's on the other side of the gate. He does have his platoon with him. There is a couple, I believe one female that's always judging him in the back of her head, like this guy ain't cut for this life. He's a piece of shit. He's probably one of those anime fans, huh? Type of deal. So she's doubting his leadership abilities, and oddly enough, he really doesn't give a fuck. He knows he's no fucking leader or anything like that. He knows exactly what he is, what he doesn't want to be in this scenario, but he's gonna play what he needs to play going forward. So as it pursues, they're kind of going around. Their job is to go around to surrounding towns and basically establish communications with the locals, see what type of government infrastructure they have, see, try to make family appeal, try and make, good relationships with the locals is what they're looking for right now. They're basically doing recon. Upon doing recon, they see this big-ass dragon with this big-ass fire breathing. This is exactly what I was hoping for, because, it's a fantasy realm. I want to see dragons. I want to see trolls. I want to see, crazy elves and shit. I want to see fantasy weapons, like powerful axes. I want to see powerful people. In this episode, we don't see any powerful people, really. You just see fucking normal people being slaughtered by machine guns, mortars. Whole armies just wiped the fuck out. Dead. Nothing they can really do about it. From there, we go more into them seeing this dragon burning in this forest. They were going to set up camp, and then they realized that the tree line's on fucking fire. Now, why is the tree line on fire? I'll give you one guess. That stupid piece of shit king. He ordered to burn every village and all the surrounding areas as a tax tactic to keep them from advancing. This guy apparently has a daughter. She's fairly upset about it, but he kind of just brushes her aside with his, degrading, know your place type mentality that you had back then. So from there, we see this dragon. They know that there's a village right inside that forest that could potentially be on fire right now. So instead of making camp, they say, fuck that. We're going to run in there and try and save these people because we're assuming there's people at the village. We are assuming that these people need to be rescued. Well, how the story ends is that they get there and they realize, that everybody's gone or dead. There are some dead bodies that this king fucking killed to stop the advance of the army. Like some dick. Anyways, we get to the point where they look in the well and they see an elf. I'm happy. Hey, an elf. So they run into this elf and she's in the well, but she's alive. She's unconscious, but she's alive. And how they find her, they drop a bucket down into the well and they hear a thud and they're like, what the fuck was that? And they look in and they're like, holy shit, there's a fucking elf in here. We should help her. That's how the story ends. So overall, this episode, you kind of see the corruptness. I like that. You kind of see the corruptness of the gate, the kingdom that is essentially there that I hope falls. Well, at least hopefully the king gets what he fucking deserves for being a piece of shit, but we'll definitely find out. From there, we also got to see, a giant dragon. I'm excited about that because God knows they're going to fight that. And hopefully it's just not like, blah, 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 blah. There's a machine gun and it's fucking dead. And I hope that's not the case. That would be extremely underwhelming. Extremely underwhelming. We also got to see an elf. The elf is in the well. At the end, I'm curious to see what her story is, why she's there for one, and what happened. Like, did you jump in there? Did you fall in there when this dragon attacked? Were you attacking the dragon? What was going on? So they're very, very curious about where this anime is going to be headed. Very curious about what's going to be going forward. I will continue to watch this anime. If you guys want to see more episode recaps or reviews of any animes that I'm watching and Let's Plays, feel free to like and subscribe. Comment in the section down below. Please mark your spoilers. We don't want negative community. I want to build a positive community here of discussion and everything. So from there, I'll see you guys next time.